Kay out in Lancaster, and what we're going to be doing is the customer's looking at doing some new windows and vinyl siding. So the thing that they went ahead and they did a trial with paint, because it's the color scheme they want to do is like white with black windows. Their old windows are, just as they said, old windows. So what we're going to do is we're going to be tearing off all the overhangs, the siding, soffit, vent the soffits better than what they were. We got a porch ceiling. We're going to end up with white overhangs and black windows. So a couple of things that they can keep in mind before we pull the trigger on this, on their color scheme. So they've got all, there's a lot of white here, and then whether they want to go with a bright white or more like a parchment. This off-white that's in here right now, I kind of like it, but it's up to the customer. So I've got to try to find them a black window exterior with white interior, or wood, one or the other. But we're not gonna skimp on the product. Another thing we got to deal with is the rake edge where the shingles. Now this one's white. This had been painted white. The rest of them on the house are brown. So we do have the option of capping them over with white, because if they paint them, they're gonna flake eventually. So we can cap them over with a white aluminum, or possibly black with the black gutters. That's another option. You go with the black windows, white trim, and then just black gutters. That might be something to think about. So we got all of our gable ends going up there. We've got also, we're going to be converting to double hungs. So we're going to go with fixed unit in the center, double flanked by double hungs. This upper bedroom is going to be just two double hungs side by side, and that'll be a double hung, and that'll give them plenty of egress. I'm going to walk this way because the other way the sun's going to hit us right in the eyes. We're going to look at the we'll end up trimming out all the garage door with white aluminum, pop out the weather stripping. Might want to replace some of that. We got a brick board that's going to end up being trimmed out. All the overhang going to come apart and being done. This is going to be an awning window in here. That'll be one that won't be a double hung. We're going to look at the option of replacing this door because it is rotted out at the bottom. So we'll have that, try to have that itemized. So this side doesn't see any sun, so it does get a little moldy. This is the exhaust for, I believe, their gas fireplace. So we're going to want to get another exhaust for that. And we want to look at the possibility of replacing that chimney cap up there too, because it's rusting right out. And the rust we see here tell me that there's probably a ton of pinholes up there. Okay, we're going to want to dig this up, make sure that we're down in the drain towel, or at least put a riser of the drain towel in here. Same goes with these back windows here. We'll end up with a fixed unit in the center flanked by double hungs. And then of course, obviously, we're going to take this gutter that's on this upper and pitch it all towards that way, and stop it from delivering into this lower. The door, the slider, we're not touching that. And then all this is obviously coming off and new going on. We'll get a chance to check the insulation in the walls if they want to increase the R value or whatever, go up to a 3/4 inch or whatever foam board. That's another option that we have set aside. The side window can be a double hung. We are not doing anything on this back kitchen window. It's a dark brown now, but I think what we do is once this white siding goes in and we do a black aluminum trim on the outside of that window, that brown you might have a hard time picking that brown up. So that window's in good shape, and it's over the kitchen sink. Upper double hung here, upper double hung there in the bathroom. See if they want to do a frosted glass too, I don't know. But this spec does get a lot of sun and be a nice spot for either a pergola. We should probably give them a video for our pergola with the Sonesta on top here for the future, or do a retractable awning here. They're talking about a loud bang on the side of the house that they're hearing every now and then. And I can imagine, well, this siding's coming off here and this siding's coming off here. And what that's a sign of is that's at your second floor plate. So when this house was built, that's always been a problem. They put the siding on before the house finished settling. So now that first and second floor plate is collapsed, and that's why those come loose all the time. Double hung window here, double hung window up in the bedroom up there. Okay, new vent. And then of course, obviously, if they want to do anything, that's another thing they want to keep in mind, If they want to do anything special with lighting back here or more plugs or whatnot, we're going to want to do that when we got this vinyl siding off too. That'll be a good time to do it. All right, but you can see the brown metal edge going up the peak. That's above the fascia. There's two roofs on this. You can actually see the original metal edge behind there too. Whoever did the roof, they didn't cut the shingles back and get rid of the old metal edge. So you can see it's peeking out. That strip is going to show, but we can cap that with a white, you know, after we do our aluminum trim on the fascia and the soffit, we can cap the drip edge in white. This this downspout here all has to be probably looking at regrouping this, because this is really starting to, yeah, this bad boy's got to be re-glued and put together here. I'll leave that up to them. And then so this upper downspout's going to be coming in down here now, and they'll have an option of either digging and tying into this one here, or there might be a riser, because I think that's a vent stack right there, unless that's his septic system. I thought that might be the septic system, but they do have drainage. They got a drain tile in this little window well here that they might be able, if that comes out this area here, they could put a riser to catch this downspout, so we can, if not, yeah, we don't want the water going back into the basement, so we definitely want to get it away from the building. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. Get them some, we got little overhangs here on these cantilevered sections here. And of course we got the sidings on the side that'll be done. Nothing on the front door. This spout, this is another one we got to make sure that our drain tile's clear. This upper's got to go in the lower, there's no choice. Maybe enlarge this downspout to a 3x4 might be a good idea. I'll tell you, the 6-inch gutters wouldn't look bad on here, either the contemporary or the triple cove would look pretty nice on here. So I think we definitely want to do a 3x4 there. Let's see what happens.